Hello there. Once again, this is Anton from Anton Obey, coming at you with some X Factor comics. Who didn't love X Factor? Everybody loved X Factor. Our special guest action figures this week are the Road Warriors, Hawk and Animal, because this is WrestleMania week. And WrestleMania is going on this Sunday. Who doesn't want to see that? Maybe no one. Alright. So I got 2 copies of issue 1. I've been quite lucky with this series. I've been able to pick up most of them out of like quarter bins and things like that. And then I managed to score a large chunk of them from the Widows collection, which is where I got the legendary issue number 6, first appearance of Apocalypse. How important is that issue in the overall scheme of X-Men? You wouldn't have the AOA, you wouldn't have the 4 Horsemen. There's just so much. You wouldn't have that like not so great movie. Yeah. Anyway, Apocalypse, very, very important. These are great covers, by the way. Early art in these things, fantastic. Absolutely love them. Started out with your basic, 5 core members of the original X-Men. Memory eludes me as to why they broke off from the original and what became X Factor instead of X-Men. I know like the main reason, but I just can't remember like the exact trigger that caused it all. X Factor had a whole lot of Apocalypse going on in it. I know it's where they had the Morlock Massacre, which was a huge landmark in the continuity of the Marvel Universe, as far as every mutant / X book was concerned. Yeah, that was like a huge deal, and most of that, it wasn't all in X Factor, but a lot of it took place in X Factor, and that's where Angel became Archangel, and there was a lot of cool stuff like that going on in X Factor, and that basically outlines the first half of X Factor. Tons of Angel stuff. And I love this cover. Absolutely love that cover. I'm not a huge fan of these old, the X uniforms that they had. These aren't my favorite uniforms that the team had. But the art style from this period was just to die for. Okay, maybe not these issues, but most of them were really, really stellar. 59, and then here, I can't remember the exact issue that the new team appears, but I know it's coming up. And I'm so grateful. I got a lot of these from the Widows collection. A collector that passed away many years ago, and there it is. And I bought the collection from his wife. This is the whole new team. Basically, just everything shifted over, and now I love these uniforms. I absolutely think they look amazing. I love the addition of, Strong Guy and Jamie Madrox, and yeah, this to me, when I think of X Factor, I actually don't think of the old team. I think of them as X-Men. To me, this is X Factor. This is when they were working for the government. Just things were nuts. And it was good stuff. And Comic Girl Ava has actually been reading a lot of these issues on her channel. If you guys want to check it out, I highly recommend it. She basically just gives you a quick synopsis of the issue and kind of flips through it. It's done very well. Way, way, way better than my videos. Much more effort applied. I do the best I can with what I got. Yeah, Random. I love this guy. His figure is so awesome. I think he totally needs a Marvel Legends update to his old, because I think the last time they ever made one was in Toy Biz, and certainly would make an amazing Marvel Legends. There's the Fatal Attractions cover. Guido. Polaris was another fantastic character that, really was highlighted in this book. So was Jamie. Looks like I got doubles of that one. That's kind of funny. Get it? Multiple man doubles. I got lots of them. Oh, I got doubles of that one too. Ooh, I need to pull out my doubles. Pull out my doubles and I should send them to somebody. Let's see. I got 103. 104. That's a sweet cover. There's a lot of, as Vince McMahon would say, there's a lot of beef on this cover. And there certainly is. All right, now 111, this is right after Age of Apocalypse, where Guido has like a heart attack thing, and I cannot remember how that story ends. It's been so long since I was around that series, this era of the series. And then you get into like the slightly newer X Factor. Oh, that is not X Factor at all. That's Factor X. Toss that to the side. If you're familiar with the Age of Apocalypse, Factor X was the parallel universe version of it all. Very dark stuff, very sad, very disturbing. But yeah. Oh, and now I'm into my annuals. Now I do have a lot of these annuals. They just kind of accumulated. And this is a way newer X Factor, and I know nothing about that one. And then I got a pile, and as I understand it, these are still part of the original series. X Factor 239. X Factor 228. I didn't even know the series was still going. Had never paid any attention to that. Looks like a Spider-Man and X Factor snuck its way into my pile. And then some just later issues of X Factor, which are okay looking. I hate new comics. Look at this comic. Does it even compare to an old comic? No, it doesn't. Anyway, I prefer old comics. I've never been able to get into new stuff like this. This stuff came in a random lot, the newer X Factors, so you know, I have no love for them. They're just in there. Anyway, that's X Factor. Great book. One of the key X books that you had to get. Uncanny X-Men, regular X-Men, and then for a lot of people it was X Factor. I know some people were like, "Oh no, it's X-Force," but it's one of the two either way. They were both killer series, and that's my story. And I will catch you guys later. Bye.